Greetings gamers and welcome to another instalment of the World of Warcraft leveling guide. In this leveling guide we're going to go from 46 to 47. Our tip of the day said that we can go and visit a quartermaster to get some decent stuff. That's probably something I should try and get round to if I remember. But other than that, let's go sort our inventory out and get ready to start adventuring. On second thoughts though, decent stuff is not really necessary in this expansion because this is a previous expansion and we're very close to Shadowlands now, so I'll wait until I get to level 60 and I'll show you the quartermaster in Shadowlands. It seems some people still are trying it on, seeing if they can get an awful lot of money for something that's, well, essentially not that useful anymore. These are last expansion stuff, guys. People aren't that interested. I'm guessing their response is it only takes one person that isn't paying attention and has an awful lot of gold. When things like gear and weapons are only about 1 or 2 gold, or even 3 or 4 gold, you have to wonder whether or not you can get more money from a vendor than from on the auction house. And if it's close to the vendor value, I don't let it drop any further, I'll just vendor it. Okay, my mailbox really is clean, so all that remains is to vendor those pieces of trash. Well, they're not trash, they're actually decent pieces of gear, but as far as I'm concerned, they're trash. And let's Hearthstone and start adventuring, I guess. Right, so I think one of the first things I need to do when I get to Kultiras is to remember to do my cooking. And yes, there are things I can cook up. But I'm not going to do that here, even though I could probably make some grilled catfish. I'll do that at Kultiras because there's a vendor that will sell me the ingredients I need to make buff food. I can make some mondesi. So I suppose the first thing I should do is go to the cooking trainer and see if there's any more recipes he's got for me.
What can I do for you?
And no, he hasn't. Alright, let's go to the general goods vendor.
Safe passage to you.
Let's see what I need to cook up my things. Pop my campfire down, ready. Okay, so grilled catfish is not buff food, so I will leave that till last. Mondesi. I need wildflower and aromatic fish oil. Well, to get the aromatic fish oil, I'm going to have to go fishing.
Come, let us parley. Do check back for new stock, friend.
I suppose I should point out that higher level recipes give better buff food, so it's always good to get your cooking skill as high as you can as soon as you can, but this is such an easy expansion at this level. Everything's been rebalanced to make it easy to get through the expansion, so there's not really much point. Daily. I will be putting a lot more effort into my cooking when I get to Shadowlands though, which at this rate is not going to be very far in the future. So simply right-clicking on any fish will give you some aromatic fish oil, and I only needed 2 fish. And there we go, mondesi. I might get myself some grilled catfish as well to take along. The biggest thing is to remember to actually take the food. There we go. I think that'll be enough to carry around while I adventure. pop them on my action bars. Okay, now before I forget, I did say I was going to sort out some transmogrification, or at least show you how to do transmogrification, because I don't personally care about transmog, but some people do. They care very much about their appearance. They're like sensible people.
Ahoy!
I'm not. Alright. So if you want to find the transmogrifier, the first thing you need to do is find a guard and ask for the transmogrification. A fresh look? I hear you. It's the strangest thing, but you need to go see Warp Weaver Ezil. I know, it's just odd because he looks like a walking bandage, but trust me, he can work wonders for you, if you can get an appointment. He's set up shop in the building next to the Snug Harbour Inn.
Anchors away!
How may I be of service?
Okay, so every time you acquire a new piece of gear, its appearance gets added to your transmogrification options. As you can see, I have quite a few there. So I'm sort of going to pick one, not exactly at random. I'm going to pick one that looks like it's been pretty obviously transmogrified. But you can see how you can zoom in and out on your window and have a look at what your appearance looks like. Oh, I'm going to go for the Admiral's hat. It looks just plain silly. Okay. I'm taking this one. Okay, when you've decided, just click Transmogrify and you'll see how much money it'll cost you to change your appearance. Now the important thing to remember is you're still wearing the same piece of gear. It has exactly the same stats. Nothing's changed except its cosmetic appearance. So transmogrification is purely if you're interested in your appearance. It still has the same name, it still has the same stats. It just says transmogrified to and whatever the appearance is. So that's how you can look neat. And you can look like you've got a lower level of gear where you've actually got a higher level of gear. Okay, so there's quite a few things you can actually learn from a harbour guard. You've got your bank, your barber, your emissaries. That's for your allied races, which you haven't really unlocked at this stage in the game. The flight master, the guild master and guild vendor, the inn, points of interests, portals, scrapper, stable master, trainers, transmogrifier and vendors. If you click on some of them, they will give you other options. So if you click on points of interest, you can see where the ferry master is, the ship to Stormwind, the ship to Zandalari, and the training dummies are. So guards are very, very useful. If you can't find your way around, always ask a guard. Okay, so talking about the ship, I've got unfinished business with the Halford Wormbane. I wonder why my Elec didn't jump. I pressed the spacebar, why didn't he jump? He still won't jump. He does not want to jump. Yeah, he jumped that time, that's weird. Oh, forget it. I'm just going to go round. That is a problem either with my keyboard or with my setup. Oh yes, remember the troops. Okay. So that was a success, and I got some decent money from that. be honest, there's not a lot I can do at the moment. And this expansion, this is mainly just for fun really, because there's not... It's not really a relevant expansion anymore. It's a completed expansion. But I can get a bit of money. And that money can come in useful. I think that gives me the highest % chance of success. Okay, Halford Wormbane. You want me to go to Zandalari
We are
now?
the sons and daughters of the Alliance.
The final foothold. We have established 2 critical footholds in Zandalar. The time has come to establish the 3rd. Let's review the battle plan when you're ready. Use the Zandalar campaign map to review the final foothold.
By the might of the Alliance, our enemies see only defeat.
Foothold Zuldazar. Zuldazar is the seat of power for the Zandalar Empire. I've deployed some of my mole machines in a place called Zibala. There's a nearby azurite deposit that'll be great interest to the king. My lads say they're under attack. Moira Thorazin. You have chosen to set sail to Zuldazar.
Soldier.
Ready to go? Let's get a move on then.
Our work has just begun.
Zuldazar Foothold. King Rin passed along orders to dispatch our finest to establish a foothold in Zandalar. That means you. Fortunately, we have a few choices as to where we can set up camp. Stick around, I'll go over the battle plan.
By the light, first strike belongs to us. Light
What's
be
your
with
plan, High Commander? Gather around, everyone. Here's the plan. We already have 2 boots on the ground in not 1 but 2 locations in Zuldazar. Gilgamesh, rendezvous with Brigadier Thom, one of our 7th Legion officers. His crew ran into some trouble at sea, but they've managed to eke out a bit of a camp on the eastern shore. Kelsey, yes sir, you'll be meeting with Anvil Thane Thurgerson on Zuldazar's southeastern coast. Ooh, Dark Iron Dwarves. I love Dark Iron Dwarves. They have machines. Evaluate these encampments and report back with your findings. You have your orders. Dismissed. Machines. Sometimes I wish I was a machine. Let's get a move on, Gilgamesh. Talk to the ship's captain so we can ship out.
Well met.
Okay, let's set sail for Zuldazar.
Farewell.
Well, judging from the state of this place, I'd say they definitely need help. But I spy with my Draenei eye a treasure chest. Oh, my hearties, I'm going after the treasure chest.
Oh, gonna bleed real good affiliated. Die!
I don't have a target.
This one will speak, at least he still has his tongue, unlike those stinking Forsaken.
You need something?
Backups from Kultiris. Perfect. I was just about to finish another execution. A Troll's Tale. You've arrived at an interesting time, Hunter. All of my ships have been destroyed. Half my men are feeding the fishes, and the rest aren't doing much better. We're as good as doomed. And still the Alliance prevails. These Zandalari trolls are to blame for this carnage. I need to know how they did it before we kill them all and escape from this light-forsaken island.
See you later.
You want to hear my story? I was on the flagship. I saw everything. Fine, I'll tell you what happened. Better for you to know, better for you to feel the fear. Tell us everything, Zandalari.
It appears the Alliance dogs have lost our scent.
Good, good. Our journey is almost over.
I hope the War Chief's faith is well placed.
She seems very powerful, certain, in control.
It is an honor to serve my queen.
My princess is also strong-willed and sure of herself. Our king has always found her to be challenging.
Almighty Rezan, as always, you come when I ask your aid.
Speak, and I will listen.
I have sought the aid of the Horde, but my father may not agree with my actions. Advise me. You are the lower of kings and queens.
My eyes see much. They see your boldness, your power, and enemies who fear both. And those who seek your demise are here.
We need cover! Head for that fog bank!
The sails are dead! We've got no wind! We're taking on water!
We are home.
And I think here's a good place to break the video. So from me, Big Fat Hairy Gamer, have a good one.